Something big just happened in housing policy. Congress just approved a major housing bill, and in a couple of weeks, I will be in Washington, D.C., talking directly with leaders about the future of homeownership. Hello, everyone. Anna Hooker here, your local real estate professional in Northern Nevada. Today, I want to share something important that is coming up in the next couple of weeks. I will be traveling to Washington, D.C. to attend an important national conference focused on housing policy and homeownership with NAHREP. This timing is especially important because it comes right after the United States Senate passed a major housing bill called the 21st Century Road to Housing Act. That bill passed on March 12, 2026, with a very strong bipartisan support, and it focuses on addressing housing supply and housing affordability across the country. And because of this, housing policy is such an important topic right now. Being in Washington, D.C. during this time will allow us to participate in conversations about the future of housing in the United States. The purpose of this conference is to help the future of Hispanic home ownership in the United States and to make sure that our communities have a voice in conversations around the housing policy. As many of you know, expanding access to homeownership and helping families build wealth through real estate is something I care deeply about. And that is exactly what this conference focuses on. One of the most important parts of the conference is policy advocacy. This means that real estate professionals and industry leaders have the opportunity to engage directly with lawmakers on Capitol Hill. These conversations focus on policies that can support sustainable homeownership, such as increasing housing supply, improving access to mortgage and financing, creating opportunities for more families to become homeowners. Another purpose of the conference is networking and collaboration. It brings together professionals from across the housing industry, including real estate agents, leaders, housing economists, industry experts, and government officials. This creates an opportunity for people to share ideas, discuss housing trends, and talk about the challenges and opportunities facing the housing market today. Another key highlight of the conference is the release of the State of Hispanic Homeownership Report. This is one of the most important research reports focused on Hispanic homeownership in the United States. The report provides valuable data about homeownership trends, economic mobility, and the role that Hispanic families play in the future growth of homeownership in the country. Understanding this data helps policymakers, housing leaders, and professionals better understand where progress is happening and where more work still needs to be done. The conference also focuses on education and strategy. Attendees, like me, learn about housing policy initiatives, housing market trends, and strategies that help professionals better assist Hispanic home buyers and sellers. This is especially important because the Hispanic community continues to be one of the fastest growing groups of homeowners in the United States. Another important theme of the conference is economic mobility and financial inclusion. There are discussions about financial literacy, access to credit, and ways to help families build long-term financial stability through homeownership. Homeownership has historically been one of the most powerful ways families build wealth. For me personally, attending this conference is not only an opportunity to learn, but also an opportunity to represent our community here in Northern Nevada. As many of you know, I am the founding president of NAHREP Northern Nevada, and part of our mission is to create more opportunities for families in our community to achieve sustainable home ownership. Being in Washington, D.C. allows us to participate in conversations that help shape housing policy and bring those insights back to our communities. Housing is one of the most important issues affecting families today. Across the country, many communities are dealing with housing shortages, rising home prices, and challenges around housing affordability. That is why conversations around housing policy are becoming more important than ever. And that is why the presence of NAHREP at this housing policy conference helps bring together the people who are working to find solutions. One of the things I am most looking forward to is hearing directly from economists, housing experts, and policymakers about where the housing market is headed and what strategies may help expand homeownership opportunities. These insights are incredibly valuable for professionals like myself who work with buyers and sellers every day. When we stay informed about national housing trends and policy discussions, we are better able to guide and educate our clients. I will also have the opportunity to connect with other professionals from across the country who are working in their communities to expand homeownership opportunities. These conversations often lead to new ideas and new strategies that can help us better serve our communities. And of course, Washington, D.C. is where many important decisions about housing policy are made. Being there allow us to better understand the direction housing policy may take in the future, especially after legislation like the 21st Century Road to Housing Act has just been passed by the Senate. Now, I do want to mention that I will be creating a separate video, especially about the conference itself. In that video, I will share what I learned while I am there, the conversations happening around housing policy, and any important updates related to housing and homeownership. I think that will be a very interesting discussion, especially for anyone who care about the future of housing in our country, like our local NAHREP chapter here in Northern Nevada. But for now, I just wanted to share where I will be in the coming weeks and why this conference is so important. For me, it's not just about attending a conference. It is about being part of a larger conversation about how we can help more families achieve the dream of home ownership. It is about bringing knowledge back home. And it is about continuing to advocate for policies that support responsible and sustainable home ownership. I am very looking forward to this trip and the opportunity to represent Northern Nevada in these conversations. And of course, when I return, I will share more about what I learned and how these discussions could impact the housing market moving forward. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you have any questions about the housing market in Reno, Sparks, Washoe Valley, or Carson City, Nevada, or if you are thinking about buying or selling a home, I am always here to help. I will see you in the next video.